Salvete omnes. My name is Darius, and this is the world that was. Today, I'll be making a quick side dish from Rome, as recorded by Apicius. He has a few different ways of preparing mushrooms, but this is one of the more flavorful methods he's recorded. In any case, let's now take a look at the world that was. This is a rather simple recipe, but to begin with, we need to prepare our mushrooms. Slice your mushrooms into thin segments. I opted for chestnut mushrooms, but button or portobello mushrooms may also be similar to what was used in antiquity, along with edible morels. If you have smaller mushrooms, you can of course skip slicing these altogether and proceed with cooking them as is. Then, into a hot pot, pour a generous amount of olive oil, just enough to coat the base of the pot. On top of this, toss in your mushrooms. Sprinkle everything with a bit of salt to help draw out the moisture from the mushrooms, before placing your pot back over a medium heat. Keep everything stirring around very gently so the mushrooms sweat out their moisture. Depending on what kind of mushrooms you use, this may result in them being crushed slightly. Sauté everything for about 3 to 5 minutes. Then, when your fungal friends have taken on a bit of colour, toss in some fresh coriander and some freshly ground black pepper, along with a few tablespoons of red wine vinegar, before stirring everything together and returning it to the heat for another 3 to 5 minutes. Be careful not to burn your mushrooms. When your mushrooms are finished cooking, take these out of the cooking liquid and place them into a bowl and keep it warm for later. Put the liquid back over a high heat and let it boil down and reduce into a thick sauce. Pour this sauce over your mushrooms and dig in with some bread. The finished mushrooms are super tender and flavorful. The vinegar really amplifies their meaty texture. The chestnut mushrooms I used retained a little bit of a bite to them, which was a very welcome sensation. Although the original recipe states that you should remove the coriander when you're serving the mushrooms, I chose to leave a few of them in so the dish retains a little bit of colour. The vinegar doesn't even have a very sharp taste when the sauce is thickened and reduced, and it gives the mushrooms a lovely dark glaze. In antiquity, this could have been a simple, yet fancy version of a peasant dish, which is what is essentially stewed mushrooms. Garlic was surprisingly absent from Apicius's mushroom recipes, such as this one, which possibly suggests that they weren't seen as complementary flavours in Roman cuisine. The absence of garum, or fish sauce, is also an outlier here. Potentially, the tastes of the time didn't agree with the addition of garum or garlic. Or perhaps this is an example of an imported dish in Roman cuisine, one that was introduced to the Romans as a result of their conflict with neighbouring civilizations, that then gained popularity. Either way, this is a very quick and simple mushroom dish that pairs lovely with other Roman recipes, such as stewed meats, or even acts as a very tasty starter for your own Roman revels. In any case, I hope you all enjoyed this very quick look at the world that was. If you liked what you saw, please consider leaving a like on this video, or possibly even subscribing to my channel for some more ancient recipes. If you'd like to support my channel directly, please consider checking out my Patreon page. I've left a link to it in the video description. Thanks again for watching.